It's a detail so small most people miss it. Jesus asked for a donkey's colt, not just any animal, but one no one has ever ridden. Luke 19:30-35 tells the story. As Jesus approaches Jerusalem for the final time, he gives his disciples a very specific instruction. Go to the village ahead of you, and as you enter it, you will find a colt tied there, which no one has ever ridden. Untie it and bring it here. Now pause. Why such detail? Why a young, unridden donkey? This wasn't about transportation. This was about revelation. In ancient Jewish tradition, animals that had never been ridden were considered set apart, reserved for sacred use. They were used in holy processions, sacrifices, or coronations. They weren't ordinary. They were consecrated. By riding an unridden colt, Jesus is sending a clear signal. This moment is sacred. This entrance is royal. He's fulfilling a prophecy written 500 years earlier in Zechariah 9:9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, daughter of Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you, righteous and having salvation, gentle and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey. That verse wasn't random. It was a messianic prophecy, a glimpse into how the true king would come. Not on a warhorse, not with chariots or swords, but on a donkey's colt, the symbol of peace, humility, and service. You see, in the ancient world, kings rode horses when going to war, but they rode donkeys when coming in peace. So Jesus, the Prince of Peace, chooses the lowliest animal to show what kind of kingdom he's bringing. Not a political uprising, not an earthly throne, but a kingdom of the heart, ruled by grace, truth, and love. And think about the colt. Never ridden, never broken in, no saddle, no training, and yet it submits to Jesus instantly. Why? Because even creation knows its king. This was more than symbolic. It was majestic meekness, the King of Kings entering his city, not to conquer others, but to be conquered for their sake. The disciples placed their cloaks on the donkey. The people lay theirs on the road. Palm branches wave. Crowds shout, "Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord." And yet, this same crowd would shout, "Crucify him," days later. But Jesus knew that. Still, he rode on. Still, he chose the path of peace. So what does this teach us? That true power doesn't boast, true kingship doesn't dominate, and real authority walks in humility, not pride. Jesus could have come on a stallion, but he chose a colt, a quiet entrance for a world-shaking mission. So the next time you feel unseen, or you think your small obedience doesn't matter, remember the donkey's colt. The king chose the low road. He still does, and he still rides into hearts that are willing, humble, and surrendered.